An Ephrata resident was sentenced to 2 days in jail and community service after using pepper spray to rob a man of marijuana. Soda Pop Dunn, a 23-year-old man, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to theft in the 1st degree and assault in the 4th degree. Dunn has no prior felony convictions. He was sentenced to 17 days in jail with 15 of the days converted to 120 hours of community service. Dunn went to a friend's house in Mattawa and asked for marijuana, saying he couldn't pay for it. When the victim refused, Dunn took out a can of pepper spray, sprayed the victim in the face, grabbed the bag, and ran. The victim chased Dunn back to Dunn's vehicle, and the two began struggling inside the silver 2001 Chevrolet Cavalier. After Dunn put the car into gear, the victim pressed on the accelerator and crashed the car into his home. In Northwest news, some veterans are calling for a man's body to be exhumed after papers claiming he served in the military turned out to be fake. John Alberti was buried at the Tahoma National Cemetery, a cemetery reserved for veterans. Cairo 7 reporter John Nicely has more on the controversy.
John Alberti's remains now rest with the American heroes at Tahoma National Cemetery in Kent.
The guy's he's a fake.
Alberti died in April with no next of kin. Two friends went through his stuff and found this, a certified military discharge paper. I got a copy. It details how Alberti was a Navy SEAL who won several medals fighting in Vietnam and was even decorated by President Kennedy. The friends took it to the American Legion, who worked with the Tahoma National Cemetery to hold this ceremony on Thursday. For our true military heroes to be buried here at Tahoma National Cemetery, the cemetery needs a certified military discharge paper. Well, this is John Alberti's fake discharge paper. It was good enough to fool the American Legion and the cemetery. You will, however, notice some glaring mistakes, most noticeably Saigon misspelled twice.
It's a very good forgery. Not to me. I saw it. The guy couldn't even spell Saigon.
Don Shipley is a real Navy SEAL veteran who works to expose fake Navy SEALs. Cairo 7 confirmed with the Navy that Shipley's service is real and that Alberti never served one day in the Navy. In fact, Alberti was first exposed in 2008 thanks to the POW network. Alberti was homeless, staying with a couple in Kent. He told them his fake war stories of being a POW, and they submitted the discharge papers to the network. They did a check and found he was a phony, at one point posting his name on fakewarriors.org. But the site has since taken down all the names.
No, he needs to get out of there. He's buried among heroes.
I spoke to the director of the Tahoma National Cemetery, and he told me they accepted Alberti's remains thinking the fake discharge paper was real. But neither he nor the Department of Veterans Affairs could tell me what will be done with the remains now that he's been exposed as a phony. In Kent, John Nicely, Cairo 7 Eyewitness News.
This next story will have you saying, holy moly. Yesterday, Seattle park officials looked for the Mole Man, a transient they say has developed an elaborate series of underground tunnels, destroying precious parkland. Neighbors say they've been complaining about the problem for years. He's known as the Mole Man for acting like the animal. He digs deep ditches, caverns, steps, and even created an irrigation system in the environmentally protected green space. Neighbor Ed Newbold says the Mole Man is ruining some of the city's wetlands, having dug up about half an acre of the area. City officials went looking for him yesterday to give the person responsible for the tunnels a no trespass order, but no one could find him. The city said the man is homeless and it will try to get him social services so he can find a new place to live. Officials estimate fixing the damage he caused could cost tens of thousands of dollars. And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.